Hey guys, Tuxx here, and I wanted to do a quick follow-up video to my Amiibo videos. Over the weekend I was having different people send me messages and Facebook things and things on YouTube saying, hey Tuxx, this store has blankety blank blank blank, and this store has Villager and all this. So first I want to thank you guys for all the updates. That's fantastic, and due to some of the tips I've gotten, I managed to get two things which I've been looking for quite a while now. One of which is Villager, this super rare. Who would think when they first brought out Amiibos that Villager, out of all things, would be so incredibly hard to get a hold of? I mean, this thing has not been in stores hardly for like the last, what, 6 months, 8 months, something like that. I mean, of course you could buy it on like, you know, eBay scalper prices for like triple the value or quadruple the actual retail price. But to actually be able to find it on a shelf for like 13 bucks, unheard of. So it's fantastic that over the weekend Toys R Us actually restocked Villager. And then the other thing which I've been looking for a really long time actually is I've had a lot of difficulty finding the Splatoon 3-pack. And of course I've gotten the Inkling Girl and Inkling Boy separately, but the actual squid I've not been able to locate anywhere. And I know in Japan they do have a single version of this, but here in the States the only way to get this, my understanding of it, is in this 3-pack. So of course I wanted to have the whole set. You know me, have to collect things start to finish, so I did want that. And luckily, thanks to some of your tips, I was actually able to get a hold of the one copy they had. So I was super pumped about that. So thanks, guys. I'm going to open these real quick for you. I know a lot of people are like, you're opening a Villager. Oh no, you're opening a Villager. Yes, this Villager is actually for me. I did manage to pick up a couple of them for other uses. But this one here is to open. So let's crack open the holy grail here of Amiibos and see what Villager is all about. As I rip into the cardboard here, I have to admit I'm a little reluctant to open this just because of the hardness in finding this and the prices people have been wanting to charge for this. Now a lot of purists might say, oh well, this is the reprint. I mean, this is the US version, and there is a little truth that, I mean, if you look back here, I'll show you real quick. Actually in the imprint here, this tells, I guess, something to do with the date, so you can take a look at that and you can kind of figure out if it's like a first pressing or not, with a little indentation number there. And this video is that kind of explain that more in great detail. I'm not going to go into it here, but with that number you can kind of tell if this is one of the original Villagers from back, you know, a year ago or whatever, or if it's the newly released ones this year. But to be honest with you, I really don't care. To me, the Villager is Villager. I don't mind the Japanese ones, the Japanese figures, but it is nice to be able to just find it on the shelf. I find it really rewarding to be able to walk into Toys R Us and actually find Villager just on the shelf. It's crazy. And in my case, some of you know this, but in my case I did go there and they didn't have any on the shelf at all. But actually, after talking to one of the employees, they were hiding them behind the counter. So if you go into a store and they don't have Villager or any Amiibo that you might need, you may just want to talk to the local store staff and see if maybe they have a few kind of tucked away somewhere and they can actually sell them to you. Now Villager, one thing that strikes me as a little curious is the top of his head. Honestly, answer if this is wrong, but that looks like mighty like bronze in the light here. Maybe it's a lighting thing, perhaps. Yeah, kind of. It's a little weird. Like, see how dark it is here? That's like espresso brown, but at least in this lighting it looks like this is like a different color. So I don't know if that's a misprint or something or what, but that's something I didn't quite expect. From a distance you don't notice it quite as much, but up close I kind of noticed that, tell you the truth. It looks like it's two-tone. So very interesting. Another impression is I do like the fact that his shoes are surrounded with the clear plastic and not the yellowed plastic they're using on some of the figures. The clear plastic to me is much more attractive, and the yellow just makes it look old, kind of, you know, like an old console or something that's yellowed from the sun or whatever. But anyway, this is an awesome figure, and I'm so happy to have this part of my collection, and I will definitely activate this right away. And this is for me to actually use. I'm not one of those guys who just buys them for videos. Like, this is something I'm really into, guys. So, like, this is definitely my Villager. So, super pumped. Woohoo! Alright, and as far as the 3-pack here goes, I don't really need all these characters, but I'm going to hold off on opening this for now, because I'm going to try and see if I can get this by itself. But if not, I will be opening this squid for my own personal use and just having extra of the Inkling kids, because I may actually do some kind of like craft project or something with these down the road to try and make them look like some of the new Splatoon stuff. And if you guys watched the Nintendo Direct that went on today, which of course I'm filming this pretty late at night, so it would have been, I guess, on Thursday's calendar today about 5 p.m. Eastern time. They announced all sorts of great new stuff for Splatoon. I mean, there's new gear, there's new maps, there's all sorts of crazy things for the holidays, like winter clothing and all sorts of great stuff. So hats off to Nintendo for actually putting out tons of fresh, free content for Splatoon, and that free content is going to continue all the way through into next year, January and later. So we'll see what happens after that point. And if you do get a chance, be sure and check out that Nintendo Direct, because there's lots of great Nintendo news. There's some new Zelda new information for the Wii U. They're reissuing some stuff. They're reissuing some old Pokemon games, and just so much stuff. I'm not going to get into the exact bullet points here, but just do yourself a favor and check out the Nintendo Direct, because it is packed with great information. Alright guys, well, I want to thank you very much for watching this video today, and we'll be opening this down the road. I'm going to hold on to it just in case I can get that by itself, but man, this Amiibo of Villager is super cool, man. I am so happy I finally got this, and I'm still looking for a Rosalita and a few of the other ones. There's some other older ones that I still need from like first gen, and I do have some more modern Amiibos I'll be putting out in a video very shortly. So anyway, and thank you very much for watching this, guys. As always, thanks for all the subscriptions. The 1,300 subscriber giveaway is almost over. Just a little bit of time left. Again, that's going to be ending on November 15th at 11:59 p.m. And I'll be picking a winner just a few days after that, and I'm getting the prize out, okay? So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure and check me out on Instagram, Tuxx Toys. Be sure and check out Tuxx Reviews, my review channel, which is more like computer hardware, gaming hardware, and miscellaneous stuff. And of course, my Gamer Tuxx channel too. Okay? Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.